So the question is, Mr. Pistorius, his case in which he is the suspect in the premeditated killing of his girlfriend. I remember when he burst on the international scene and he sued and this and that. I really believe that this individual here should not have competed with the able-bodied athletes in the Summer Olympics. I did a little bit of research and I discovered he was born without feet. And he matriculated until he got this prosthetic iron foot, and then he ran and so on and so forth. But in keeping my theme is this: when a person has a profound physical handicap, it's not only a physical now, it's the whole person it seems to be affected now. Tests, etc., don't seem to be able to discern this. But we have generally 4 faculties: physical, mental, spiritual, and social. And I think all 4 have been handicapped. Now we're seeing the handicap of the others. Now, how can we say that running with that metal thing is equivalent to somebody running, with their feet? This guy should just continue with the sort of Paralympics. But he decided he would go into this big time running. When I listen to the statements that he makes, of course, I fail to understand how I could be charged with murder, let alone premeditated murder, as I had no intention to kill my girlfriend. I denied the aforesaid allegation in the strongest terms, but the one that to me sounds very strange is this one here. I am acutely aware of violent crimes being committed by intruders entering homes, he said. I have received death threats before. I have also been a victim of violence and of burglaries before. For that reason, I kept my firearm, a 9mm parabellum, underneath my bed when I went to bed at night. Or when I went to bed at night. Maybe it would be when I went to bed at that night, but to say I went to bed in this general word, this don't seem to, fit in real good. Let me see. Underneath my bed when I went to bed at night. When I went to bed at night. That sounds like some disabled person talking right here. But his the way he puts over the case, and I'm not watching what's happening on TV, but just what I've read here in this article here. He says that he heard this noise, and he got his gun, and he went and he shot through a closed door in the bathroom. Now, he said he didn't realize that his girlfriend wasn't in bed with him and all this stuff. And to me, I agree with the charge. I think that this guy premeditatedly shot his wife. And then what I read also is that people in the area heard they were quarreling early in the night. So, if you were thinking straight, you will see that you can't really, there's no perfect crime. And, you're going to put the forensics together, you're going to put everything together, and you'll discover that this guy is bogus. Now, why would somebody go into the bathroom that's coming to rob the place? He saw that there were ladders left in the area from workers, and the window was open, and there were no bars and all this stuff. And in his mind, that is going to, be a good alibi and so on. And to me, this don't really connect. I think that if he were smart, what we could have done was this. Say, listen, lady, this thing will work, this friendship thing I'm going away. He wasn't even married to her. All you have to say, well, you know what, look, how can we end this thing, can I give you some money and you just go away? Or what do you really want or whatever? And what I'm hearing from people is that the girl's mom did not even know him. They didn't seem to know that she was dating him and all this stuff, and they were planning to get married and all this thing. It's so mixed up, And I think they're all in keeping with a person who is not able-bodied person. So I know with modern medicine and modern this and that, we could make people who are not whole. People with mental problems, you could give them medication and they look serious and productive and everything. They graduate from school. But as soon as they miss taking that medication, oops, the paranoia, the psychosis, whatever they have, just come on and they do dreaded stuff, or they discover that they can't compete with people, and then they want to shoot up the whole school, etc. So this Pistorius, I think this guy should have never been made a celebrity. He should have never been able to compete in the. But like the courts and many places just plain political correct. Tell this guy, sir, we don't have anybody with any aid. You have to have your toes on, your heel, your foot to run in this race. If you don't, there's another games over there, you could go and join that. Don't play no games with him, because had he gone over there, I don't think he might have stood out as much. I don't think he might have been a celebrity. I don't think he might have been all this that he has gotten, and really hasn't helped him because he's done. And then they found the chemicals in his place. I think it's testosterone or some steroid or something. Then it's going to be called in question if these things do enhance performance. Now, my friend was telling me it's testosterone, and testosterone don't enhance sort of performance. And it shows that perhaps he wasn't good in bed, and maybe that was the problem for the murder, etc. But when a child is growing up, there's no testosterone. And when testosterone kicks in, and they have, the maturity and the puberty, etc., they definitely get stronger, voice deeper, and go 9 yards. So there we go again. This guy basically is not competing fairly. And it's unfortunate it had to be this murder that is going to reveal all these things. I mean, listen, as long as somebody isn't whole, don't play games with them. I mean, if you have to make a decision, and I studied that in college, there are ethical positions you make. If somebody is whole, they have more value than a person not whole. A mom is of more value than the unborn babe. An adult, up to a certain point, is of more value than a child, because they can make more children and they can do other things that a child can't do. You know what I'm saying? Like a professional is of more value than a non-professional, because a professional who's a medical doctor could come and clean the place, clean up the poop, pick up the garbage, but the guy who's doing the garbage, he can't do medicine. So, and then this doctor, he could do so many other things. He could teach school, he could teach science, he could teach math, so many things. So if you have to start over, it might be better to save him than the big, strong, guy that is probably a laborer, because it's, So I think that this Pistorius guy is hilarious, and I'm just waiting to see how this trial is going to conclude.